Find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure. Plus, they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
WWWWOCA,
WOCA, AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com.
Welcome back to AM Ocala Live. We're working out the kinks here. There's three amigos sitting in for Larry and Robin. I'm Avilio alongside of Joe and Dan. And we've got an exciting bike ride to talk about, don't we, Dan?
We absolutely do. We have Karen Haven in studio live with us talking about the 9th annual Frank Pollock Memorial Bicycle Ride fundraising event. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yes. And on the
Good
phone?
morning, ladies.
Okay.
Good morning.
Well, see, now she says good morning. She's not on. You got to get over to the microphone.
We're trying to get.
She says, I don't want to talk on the mic, but I'll say good morning. So
That's
Charlotte is also in
okay.
studio trying to hide, but listening at the same time. And who do we have on the phone with us?
It's Dr. Richard Warren.
Richard, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a glorious day.
For you it is. Yeah, sure.
So Richard's out on his boat for everybody that wants to know. We have become such a wonderfully technologically fantastic radio station that we can broadcast from a boat.
This is professional radio right here.
That just flowed right out of his mouth almost.
Thank you for joining us, Doctor. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm actually at the Yankeetown Marina. I'm fishing with Mr. Johnny Clifford, who is the athletic director of PK Young High School, and really a quite renowned guy, saltwater angler.
That is fantastic. Now, the ride that's coming up, it's the Frank Pollock Memorial Ride. It's presented by Ocala Eye, and it's benefiting Hospice of Marion County, right?
Correct.
That is correct.
And Karen, tell us a little bit more about how this partnership with Hospice of Marion County came to be.
Actually, Dr. Frank Pollock, who, and I can let Dr. Warren expound on that more, but he was on our service in 2007 on Hospice Marion County Service, and Dr. Peter Pollock at Ocala Eye, the family was so pleased with the service that Hospice in Marion County gave, that a partnership was developed. And actually, Ocala Eye is right across the street from us. And Dr. Pollock wanted to do something to partner with hospice to help us raise money because we're a nonprofit. And the bicycle ride was created.
For those who like the bicycle, and I mean, those who are just starting out and trying it.
Well, they have 3 different routes, right?
Yes.
Or 3 different, because one of them is an 80-mile
No.
route. Is that right?
Yes, I happen to have the map here so you can study the map. It's 30, 65, or 80 miles.
80 miles.
Well, she said if I want to do the ride, I said, what golf cart are you going to supply me with? There's no problem there on my part.
Well, 2 wheels with engines, are those allowed?
Yeah, it's called a motorcycle, yeah.
We get a lot of people. Actually, say if we have 300 people this year, it's about a third. That a third do the 30-mile, the other third the 65, and then the 80-mile. The 30-milers are people that are just every day, around the neighborhood, or people that want to support hospice or have an affiliation with Ocala Eye. And then you get the more serious people at 65, and then you get the big boys, the big riders at 80 miles.
Dr. Richard Warren, is he going to be bicycling this
Richard, are you bicycling or are you going to be out on the boat?
Yes, for the Frank Pollock Memorial Ride on the 9th of April, I will be riding along with probably 200 or 300 other riders.
Now, but which route are you taking? Are you doing the 30, the 60, or the what?
30,
80.
65, or 80?
80.
I usually do the 60-mile ride.
Do you really?
Wow.
I'll be riding that with Dr. Michael Morris, who is another Ocala Eye partner. And Mike and I are actually the originators of the ride. It was our idea because we were road bikers, and we never dreamed that it would grow to this size.
Well, the 9th annual, yeah. How much has it grown since the beginning? How many riders were there in the first one?
The first year that we did it, we probably had, I don't know, maybe 50 or 100 riders, and then it just became more and more organized. And last year, I think we had over 300 riders.
Yes.
And year-to-date, we've had 1,800 participants, and year-to-date, we've raised $165,000.
Wow.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. And I know you're doing it in honor of Dr. Frank Pollock. Can you tell us a little bit about Dr. Pollock and the kind of person he was and why this event is so special to you?
Yes, of course. Dr. Frank Pollock, who is the father of Dr. Peter Pollock, who was my partner for 25 years, was a legend in the field of ophthalmology. He was on the faculty at the University of Florida for many, many years. He authored textbooks. He trained young eye surgeons. He invented instruments. He was a speaker all over the world. He was an internationally renowned speaker in the field of eye surgery and ophthalmology. Very, very brilliant man, a giant in the field of ophthalmology.
And that's wonderful. And when you have someone like that who impacted so many people, both in his practice and in his personal time, the connection with hospice, you're able to tell his story. But Karen, you're also able to tell the story of Hospice of Marion County and what you do, and tell the listeners a little bit about what this opportunity does to educate kind of the public on the services that you provide.
Well, the one thing about our fundraisers is that we're fundraising and we're friend raising, and we're very grateful to have Ocala Eye as a great friend and neighbor of Hospice in Marion County. But we've been here since 1983, and we're a nonprofit, and we can't do what we do without the support of the community. We grew out of the community. There was a need of someone that was in the community that actually had committed suicide because they were in such pain with cancer. And the community banded together and helped create Hospice in Marion County. And we have been there ever since to support people at the at end of life. And we're very thankful for Ocala Eye.
That's wonderful.
He was pointing out that there's going to be a packet party with beer and snacks.
Yes.
Oh, so wait a minute. You're not interested in you, Joe. You looked beyond the 30 or 65 or 80, and you're only looking for the snacks at the packet party.
Well, I'm assuming
Well,
that's
no.
afterwards or before.
That's before. It's Friday night before the event. Brick City Bike is hosting a party. And if you're registered, registered, ride,
That means you have to ride.
yes, then you can stop by Brick City on Magnolia and pick up your packet with all your goodies in it, get your lunch ticket, get everything, and possibly have a beverage and a snack.
There you go.
Possibly.
I've got to go rent my golf cart right away. I'm ready for this. Hey, I can fit right on that, no problem.
Karen, what's the deadline for registration? Tell us a little bit more about how if our listeners can participate.
Actually, you can go to active.com and register. You can go to hospiceofmarioncounty.com and register. And you can register the morning of the ride. Registration will be open from 7 to 8 o'clock at our facility. We're about a block away here from the mall at 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, and we'll have registration open that morning.
Now, where is that again? Next to Landmark?
Right next door to Ocala Eye.
Yeah, the landmark, Dan, is Ocala Eye.
Okay, very good, very good.
Hey, be nice, be nice.
The Ocala Eye Surgery Center is right across the street from Hospice of Marion County.
Very good, which is right across the
Exactly.
street from us. So
Right across the street. Exactly.
Yep.
that helps.
And registration is $45 unless you procrastinate, and then it pops up to $50.
That's correct.
So therefore, don't procrastinate.
Right, we'll have a light breakfast that morning, and then you can ride. And when you come back, we'll have massage therapists.
Oh boy, they're gonna be busy. I tell you.
Yes, that's true. If I rode 80 miles, I would need a massage therapist, and
I need an undertaker.
we do have hospice chefs. At each of our hospice houses, we have hospice chefs that prepare food for our patients. And two of our hospice chefs will be doing a breakfast and a lunch for the riders that return.
Wow.
That return.
That return. I say
Well-
that. Listen, no, wait.
The ones that actually finish.
No.
She didn't say finish. She said
say
return,
that.
period.
I say that because a couple years ago we had
Right.
we had someone out there that was a mayor at the time, and he decided to do 65 miles instead of 30, and he never came back. Never
I
came
got you.
back, and
Well,
I thought, won't that look good in the letter to the editor?
Yeah, it
Hospice
would-
kills the mayor.
Very funny.
All right, we've got to take a little break. And Richard, stay with us through the break. When we get back, we're going to really study that route. This is WOCA, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A beautiful sunny day today, a high of 75 to 79. A few clouds tonight, a low 55 to 64. Partly sunny most of tomorrow. Stray thunder shower in the afternoon, high 81 to 86. Clouds, breaks of sun, but a better chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Friday, high 81 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA.
That's our upbeat, newsy music. Does it sound newsy? A little bit upbeat and newsy?
You know what it is? It's the news and information you need right from the source. That encapsulates everything right there.
I'm going to retitle that music The Source Music.
That's right.
The source. I'm not on. Okay, never mind.
But for today, it's the AM Ocala Live with
Source.
Dan, Joe, and Avilio. And, of course, we're joined by our friends from Ocala Eye and Hospice of Marion County.
Did you see how that flowed? Dan, Joe, and Avilio. I mean, it just flowed.
Oh, good.
You know what I
He's
think
getting
flows is
better.
the Joe and Avilio. That really flows well. There's a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't, because he has control of
Oh,
our
Dan
mouth.
has to actually take care
Yeah,
of it.
watch this. Okay, would you like to say something, Joe? Too bad, your mic's off. Okay.
He's mean to me.
Now, we are back in studio with Karen, who is going to go over the route map with us. So those listening at home without the
you have to
internet,
hold it up,
we'll
though,
try to be very audible friendly. Those who have internet connection or can log on to WOCA.com on their cell phone or Ustream, you can see a live presentation right now, and we're going to show the camera the route map of where each of these rides are going. And Avilio, you've got the roads there. You can see a little bit better than me.
I do, but before we go into the 30-mile route, let me ask a question to Dr. Warren. Dr. Warren, have they shown you this map, and have you been prepping out what the 65-mile route will look like? Have you rode that before?
Oh, yeah, I've ridden that route many years, but basically the bike ride will go through the horse country sort of north of Highway 27.
Right.
And
Yeah, we're looking at it
pretty
right
much.
here, yeah.
We don't really ride with very many with a lot of traffic, and there also is a law enforcement escort. There's motorcycle.
I was going
officers
to ask that. Yes.
Yeah, they're at the front of the pack and behind the pack, and there are also support vans that follow the riders if somebody has a flat tire, or if someone were to be hurt or distressed. There's somebody to pick a rider up.
Now, is it a ride at your own pace, or is there a leader per group?
No, it's basically there will be a group of A riders who will ride the 80-mile ride, the long ride, and will not stop, and will probably average 22, 23 miles an hour. But most of the riders are not going to be able to ride at that level, and there are stops every 5 or 8 miles where you can get water, food, snack bars, take a little rest, and those are called SAG stops.
Yeah, my bike has some kind of limiter on it. It doesn't do much more than 15 for some reason. I can't figure it out.
I would be a part of the slower Peloton group. You know what I mean? The bulk of folks in the back. But for our listeners, as Dr. Warren is describing this, the 80-mile route goes as far north as County Highway 318. That's north of Fairfield, kind of northwest of Reddick, and as far south, beyond the airport, down to College Road, where we're at now,
like 32nd
200.
there, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so it is a, think about 80-mile route. It is it's very narrow. Goes on the west side to 110th Avenue. On the east side, let me see where it goes.
I see. It's the bottom of 60th Avenue down
That's
there.
right,
Okay,
that's
so
right. It
airport
goes-
down to 60th across 75.
That's right. It goes as far east as just on the other side of 75. But the 65-mile route doesn't go as far north. It stops just short of Fairfield, but it does on the southern tip kind of go. So where you pick up the extra few miles is on the northern end.
Oh,
Now,
shit. Now we
the
got
question was raised by nobody anonymous here, Joe. What about bathroom breaks? How does that work?
Do you take a bathroom break in a bike ride?
Yeah, right.
When you're riding on the ride, that's what I'm referring to as the SAG stop, SAG stop. And that's a little tent where there are typically Ocala Eye employees who are staffing that stop, and there are porta potties And so there is an opportunity for people to use the restroom if need be at these little rest stops.
Yeah, you're riding 80 miles. I'm sorry, that's a lot of push on you, you know?
Now, yeah, but remember that some people are going to ride 15, some people are going to ride 30, some people are going to ride 60, and really not that many of the average, riders are going to do that long course.
Oh, okay. That's why I guess I'm not too good at that. Okay.
Well, it seems
why.
It seems like a beautiful route, and so even if you're not a professional rider, you're just getting started in road biking, or just have an interest in helping out and being a benefit to Hospice of Marion County, you're going to go through some really beautiful parts of the county.
Let me see the little one again.
Yeah, let's. I'm
I say little one. This is the 30 mile. Let's look at the little one. A little one goes down. Okay, so it's a continuation of the same route, just a shorter top end, to where you actually get a little bit on 40.
You stop on Highway 40.
And
that's
then the
right.
bottom is 60th. So it's kind of a 60th to 40 circle area.
Let me ask, where does it all start?
It starts at Hospice Marion County, and that's the finish. It ends at Hospice Marion County.
Okay.
So I think what we've just heard, Dan and Joe, is that what we can do is start. We circle back over here to the lovely Paddock Mall
Yep,
and the
get a break.
WOCA studios next to
Yep,
Sears.
yep.
We time it out about what? How long, Dr. Warren? About how long is it going to take you think, to do that 65 miles?
The 60-mile course is going to be about 3.5 to 4 hours.
Okay, so if we started, the event starts where at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. in
You
front
got to
of
get out
hospitals.
earlier, yeah.
Right, so we can come. It's a Saturday. Maybe we watch some spring football, some NFL draft. Kind of
nap.
prep work, take a nap.
Yeah.
and then we just circle right
Just
back
circle
in.
right back. Yay, look at me, not a
I
breaking
think
sweat.
No, you got to put water on you.
Oh, we need to douse ourselves with some water, look like we're sweating. Oh, it's a rough ride.
And the doctor's saying, We're only kidding. We're only kidding here.
No, everybody is out to have a good time and for a great cause. And
what are the ways that we can register? Again, there's a couple of websites, Karen, that you shared with us. If we want to benefit Hospice of Marion County, take care of being in this Frank Pollock Memorial Ride, what do we do?
You can go to active.com, Hospice of Marion County's website. You can call me at 352-854-5218.
now, is that the same number if somebody wants to call? Say they would like to donate, they would like to help out, but they really don't want to ride a bike.
Sure.
Can they do the same thing? Can
Certainly.
they call in? Can they help
Certainly.
out, man some of the stations or something? Or what is available?
Actually, we have our own volunteers, Hospice of Marion County. We have 700 volunteers, so we're pretty good on that end. And like Dr. Warren mentioned, the Ocala Eye employees manage the SAG
That's great.
stops,
That's
which
great.
is support and gear. It took me a long time to remember what that was.
Now, I also, is there a sign up at Ocala Eye Charlotte?
No, actually, do not have a sign up, but you can call and I can go ahead and pass you on to Karen.
So if they call there because they remember the name Ocala Eye, they say, oh, and you'll just pass it on.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
that morning, again, you can register from 7 in the morning till 8. It's a mass start at 8 o'clock out of Hospice's parking lot.
Rain or shine?
Yes, we don't say the word
No.
rain. Don't say
Oh,
that.
Hey,
Shine or shine?
Joe.
Shine or shine.
Well, luckily,
Exactly.
this
always-
weekend, Easter weekend, not so good, but April 9th weekend is supposed to be looking pretty good, right, Richard? You looked at
Farmer's
the
Almanac
Yes.
says,
Yes.
says it looks good.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I would stress this is not a race. This is a fun ride. It can be families. It can be people that are not advanced riders, and it is in no sense a race. It's a time to get people together with a common, enjoyment of road biking and also supporting this incredibly great cause for hospice in the
Right.
name of Dr. Frank Pollock.
That's awesome. And Charlotte, you've put all of this on social media. So if someone wants to find Ocala Eye on Facebook, they can get all the information on this ride, right?
Yes, sir, they can.
She was busy at work in the first part of the segment, taking photos and tagging. So
social media's
All the
got to
fun
be
things.
hey, you make it easy for people to find the stuff, right?
Yes, it does. It
That's
does.
correct.
It definitely helps.
No,
Absolutely.
There is a need, unfortunately, for hospice, but it's a what I'm trying to say. It's a need that has been filled by hospice, and there's more different groups of hospice, different levels of it, and I've been privy to have equal and interchange with people that have worked for hospice. And it's something that you don't see every day, and you have to have a special caliber person that can do it.
You're exactly right. We have 400 employees, and people will come up and they'll thank me. Oh, thank you for what you do for hospice. I wouldn't have a job and be sitting here speaking if we did not have the fantastic, dedicated nurses that we have out in the field. And you're right, they're called hospice angels.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to
Oh,
give the compassionate care that they do at end of life for the patient and also for the caregivers, because the caregivers need some compassionate care also.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's an outpouring, and they make an attachment with the people that are there, and they're not patients; they're people.
Well, you're exactly right.
That's it. My mom was at hospice at the end, and they didn't treat her as a patient, as someone that's just.
It's a family.
They treated her as a person.
The person.
And yesterday I looked, we had 402 people on our service, 402 people that live in Marion County. I know that's hard to imagine, 402 people that we're taking care of.
But you're taking care of them. Where else?
Exactly.
Think of what would happen if you weren't there.
It's a big lunch meeting.
Yeah, and thank you, Dr. Warren, and for everything that you and Ocala Eye are doing to support this bike ride and to help support Hospice of Marion County. It's great not only to see great organizations, but to see private sector partners that step up and say, this is something we want to partner with, and not just in the short term, but in the long term. So we appreciate, Dr. Warren, your long-term commitment to helping Hospice of Marion County.
It's my pleasure, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Hey, real quick, Dr. Warren, what kind of bike are you riding?
Oh, he's going.
I'll be riding a Trek Madone.
Okay.
4.
Nice. That's a very nice bike. Yeah, I'm fairly familiar with the Treks. Those are high quality, very nice bikes.
There you go.
That's part of it.
All
I've
right,
got a Chinker toy myself, so.
Wow.
Yeah. my Schwinn isn't going to come.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got
The number to call again is 854-5218. Again, 854-5218. Register with Karen Haven right here, and she'll be more than happy to help you.
And it's a fun ride. Huffies and Schwinns accepted.
Well, there'll be a lot of Huffies.
Huffies and Schwinn. Now you laugh. Some of the Huffies are. Whew.
They are. But
Some
it's
of
a fun ride.
some of
It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much for the California style rider with no gears.
No.
But
That might be a
we'll
hard
definitely
ride.
see it on the media. That's Charlotte's department. And thank you both for stopping here today.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate the time. We really do.
Very welcome. Very welcome. Charlotte, where on Facebook?
Ocala Eye.
Ocala Eye
Just type in
Facebook?
Ocala Eye and you'll find us.
Okay, excellent. And same with hospice?
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody likes Facebook. That's what they do. All right, guys. Well, thank you so very much for coming in the studio. Karen, we've got Charlotte and Richard. Thank you, Richard.
My pleasure.
All right.
Go get some fish.
We'll see you out there on the ride. Thank you, ladies. We're going to take a little break, and we will be right back.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A massive manhunt underway in Brussels for a suspect who fled the airport terror attack seen in surveillance footage wearing a hat and white coat at the airport. 2 brothers suspected in the attacks are dead.
One of the 2 brothers, his name is Ibrahim al-Bakarwi. Police say that he is one of the suicide bombers that attacked the airport. Al-Bakari's brother, Khalid, according to officials in a press conference today, was the person who carried out the suicide bombing in the metro. The 3rd suicide bomber remains unidentified.
Fox's John Huddy in Brussels. Here at home, frontrunners in the race for president maintaining a wide lead over their rivals.
Donald Trump won all of Arizona's 58 delegates, but Ted Cruz won Utah's 40.
Fox Radio's Jessica Rosenthal. Fox News, we report. You decide.
Men, if you're like me, you appreciate the feeling of a clean, smooth shave from a quality blade. The sort of shave that cuts clean, without the burn. So why are you messing around with generic razors that cost $32 for an 8-pack, when you can shave with Harry's high-quality German-engineered blades for half the price? And if saving money and a clean shave isn't incentive enough, Harry's will give you their starter set, complete with a razor, 3 of their world-famous blades and shaving cream for just $15. And shipping is always free. We'll also give you $5 off your first order. Our way of saying thank you for trying us. How are we able to save you all this money and still give you the best shave you'll ever enjoy? By owning the factory that manufactures them. That's how. So go to harrys.com right now and enter code 9911 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 9911.
Today in Florida Ag News from a Southeast AgNet. Well, during National Agriculture Week last week, the Agricultural Council of America sponsored 100 student representatives from across the country to participate in National Ag Day activities on the Hill. The students from FFA, AFA, 4-H, and Student NAMA was there to put a face on the future of agriculture. One of those students was Samantha Daly from Ocala, Florida, a student at the University of Florida in Gainesville. And she told me it was a great experience.
We were able to network with students from across the country from different parts of the industry, and we all work together as one to shine a positive light on the industry and the importance of agriculture in our everyday lives.
She explained all their trip to Washington, D.C. involved.
We went through a couple training sessions. We did some practice meetings with different representatives that we would sit down and kind of walk ourselves through how it would be when we actually got to the Hill. And then when we got to the Hill, we had scheduled meetings prior to traveling to D.C., and we were able to talk to representatives about what agriculture meant to us personally, and we were able to share our stories.
Samantha, along with Aaron Jones, who was also a part of the group, represented Florida 4-H, and she encourages those in the future who get this chance to be a part of it.
The trip to National Ag Day in D.C. was a great experience. Not only did we get to meet students from all over, but it was a really neat experience to go on the Hill and talk to representatives from our area and really show them how much agriculture means to us.
As beef and dairy producers, we are committed to producing the safest, highest quality food for folks here in the U.S. and around the world. This is Baxter Black, here to remind you that your Beef Quality Assurance Program plays a big role in leading the way to identifying the best practices, like cattle handling